Grand Rising, how are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are having a great Sunday wherever you are located in the world. I want to talk to you a little bit about fasting. You know, I believe that fasting has become a religious trend, even a spiritual trend these days. And it's become a cloak of pride for a lot of people. And when that happens, and the Most High knew that this would happen, when that happens, when fasting does not, it's not done um, for the right reasons, with the right motives, with Yah's agenda in mind, then it's really done in vain. And I'm not impressed with all of the fasts that I see going on around me. Um, I don't participate. Even when I was in church, I always had a problem with participating in corporate fasts because even though I know that corporate fasts can be found in the Bible and they were done, I find that with corporate fasting, it tends to emanate out of a place of pride, and it almost parlays itself into we're going to conduct this corporate fast because we're going to move the hands of the Most High Yah to do what we want him to do. And we're not going to fast and humble ourselves and seek the face of the Most High Yah and allow him to be the lead and the head of our lives and lead us into what he wants us to do. A lot of times, people who participate in corporate fasts, and I'm not throwing off for anyone, but I do have scripture to back up what I'm saying, and just from experience, from what I've seen in the 30 plus years that I've been in church, um, people who participate in corporate fasts, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, they're not doing so out of pure motive. They're not doing so as led by the Most High Yah. It's always people pushed. It's always a man that's pushing the agenda. It's always, hey, we're going to fast because we're going to move the hand of Yah. Who are you? You're not supposed to move the hand of Yah. You are supposed to fast to bend your will. The fast is supposed to be for internal results. To line up with the will of the Father. The fast is not to move the hand of the Most High Yah to change his mind. You think that I'm just talking. Let's go to Isaiah 58. Let's read Isaiah 58. I'm reading it from the Modern English Version, okay? Cry aloud, do not hold back. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways. Pause. The people who participate in a corporate fast, believe that they're doing so because they delight in the ways of the Most High Yah. Verse 2, as a nation that has done righteousness and has not forsaken the ordinance of Elohim. They ask me for the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching Yahuwah. Verse 3, why have we fasted and you do not see? Why have we humbled ourselves and you take no notice? So pause there for a second. The people who are corporate fasting, they poison themselves to be in a position of seeking the face of the Most High Yah. They say, hey, we're fasting because we delight to know the ways of Yahuwah. We are a nation that has done righteously. We haven't forsaken the laws of Yah. We want what's right. We want the Most High Yah. This is the mindset that people have when they participate in a corporate fast. They believe that there's nothing wrong with them internally. And they think that they have humbled themselves just by turning down the plate. But they say, why have we fasted and you don't see us, Yahuwah? Why have we humbled ourselves and you don't even notice it? So even though the people that participate in this corporate fast believe that they are humbling themselves, believe that they are seeking the face of the Most High Yah, Yahuwah has rejected their fast time and time again, according to Isaiah 58. And Yahuwah answered them, certainly on the day of your fast you find your desire and are exacting on all your labors. Certainly you fast for strife and debate, and to strike with the fist of wickedness. See, there's the thing that determines whether a fast is accepted or whether it's rejected by the Most High Yah is based purely on motive. Why are you fasting? That's what you need to ask yourselves. Why am I fasting? If you are fasting because you are fasting for power, quote unquote, so that you can move the hand of Yah to perform signs, wonders, and miracles. Why? To prove your ministry, to prove your anointing, to uplift your ministry and denomination. Huh? That is fasting for strife and debate. Because now you're fasting for power because you are competing with the next ministry. You are competing with the next following. You are competing for power. When the word says that power belongs to Yahuwah. Verse 4. You do not fast as you do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. If the reason why you're fasting is for power, your fast is null and void. You might as well go ahead, stuff your face, and break the fast because you're not fasting for the right reasons. You're fasting, and Most High does not even recognize the fast because you're fasting because you want to be more powerful than Sister So-and-so, because you're trying to be more powerful and impactful and influential than the ministry down the street. You're fasting to show that you could perform signs and wonders and miracles. You're fasting because you want to show that you could save souls. You can deliver souls. You can cast out demons better than the ministry on the other page. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that is a fast that's going to be recognized by the Most High Yah. That's the reason why you're fasting. Verse 5. Is it such a fast that I have chosen, says Yahuwah, a day for a man to humble himself? Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush and to spread out sackcloth and ashes under him? Will you call this a fast and an acceptable day to Yahuwah? Is that this the fast that I have chosen? Huh? This is the fast that Yah chooses. The fast that Yah chooses to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and break every yoke. The fast that Yah chooses looses the bonds of wickedness off people. The fast that Yah endorses undoes the heavy burdens of the people. The fast that Yahuwah chooses lets the oppressed go free, breaks every yoke. Then there's more. There's more, y'all. Verse 7. Is it not to divide your bread with the hungry? Y'all miss it. Most of y'all miss it right here. The fast that Yahuwah chooses will cause you to divide your bread with the hungry. Wait a minute. And bring the poor who are outcasts into your house. When you see the naked, to cover him and not hide yourself from your own flesh. Wait a minute. It's not just to undo the bonds of wickedness. It's not just to undo heavy burdens. It's not just to let the oppressed go free or to break every yoke. Those are the spiritual agendas of the fast that Yahuwah chooses. But there's also physical manifestations of the fast that Yahuwah chooses. What are those physical manifestations? It is not signs and wonders. It is not miracles. It is not... Come on, y'all. The physical manifestation, the physical results of the fast that Yahuwah chooses. Father, Yah, I thank you. The fast that Yahuwah chooses is going to make you share your bread, share your money with the hungry. Also, the fast that Yahuwah chooses will cause you to bring the poor who are outcasts into your house. You will house the homeless. You will feed the hungry. That don't mean that because you feed the hungry that you're rich. The word says divide your bread. With the hungry. Divide your bread. That means you only got a certain amount of bread to work with. I hope y'all are hearing the Ruach HaKodesh this day. You only got a certain amount of bread, a certain amount of money to work with. But the little bit that you have, the little that you have, you are willing to divide it. You are willing to share it with the who? With the hungry. You are willing to take those who are out there and don't have anywhere to stay and house them in your home. Those are the fruits of a true fast, the fast that Yahuwah has chosen. Wait, there's more, y'all. There's more. When you see the naked, to cover him and not hide yourself from your own flesh. Wait a minute. That means you're going to go in your closet and all those clothes you haven't worn for years, you're going to get those clothes and you're going to share them so that the people who don't have any clothes, the people who don't have any shoes, you're going to give them clothes. You're going to give them shoes. You're not going to sell them at the thrift store for overpriced prices. and then say I'm using the proceeds from that to give to the poor. No, 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 no. You're going to give it. Huh? And the fast that Yahuwah has chosen says that you will not hide yourself from whom? Your own flesh. Your own family. There are people, they got family members that are struggling. That's I'm going there. And you go to church, you fast, you do all kinds of wonderful things. But you refuse to help your blood. You turn your back on your own people. But the fast that Yahuwah has chosen and accepts will cause you to not hide yourself from your people. And I'm not just talking about those who share the same name as you. I'm talking about those who share the same blood as you. The word says, hide not yourself from your own flesh. That speaks to all of us of African descent. We will not hide ourselves from our own flesh, not just the people that share our same last name, but the people who are our own flesh and blood that reside on the continent. We will not hide ourselves from them. This is the fruit of the fast that Yahuwah accepts. Speak Ruach HaKodesh. See, the reason why the Most High Yah does not accept the fast that most people are conducting these days is because the motives, the agenda behind why you're fasting is impure. Because when you truly fast as unto the Most High Yah, according to Isaiah 58, there are actual fruits that's going to take place and manifest as a result of the fast. There's the things that the Most High Yah is going to prompt you to do when you're truly fasting as unto Him. And I've already named it. And let's see here. Verse 8 says, then when you fast for those reasons and those fruits are manifest, then your light shall break forth as the morning. Your healing shall spring forth quickly. You're looking for healing, but you refuse to fast as unto the Most High Yah. You refuse to be led by the Ruach HaKodesh and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to hide myself from my own flesh, from my own people, from my own tribe. My tribe transcends what's here in the States. My tribe is worldwide. I'm speaking to my people now. I'm going to share my bread. I'm going to divide my bread with the hungry. I'm going to bring those who are outcasts, who are homeless, and put them in my house or in a house. I'm going to give away my clothes and my shoes. Because why? When I do those things, then my light shall break forth as the morning. Then my healing shall spring forth. How? Quickly. And my righteousness shall go before me. The glory of Yahuwah is our reward. Then you shall call. Then I shall call, and Yahuwah shall answer. I shall cry. We shall cry, and He shall say, here I am, baby. What you need? All those answers to prayers that you're seeking and that seem to be hindered, when you fast as unto the Most High Yah, I promise you, He says, then your light will break forth as the morning, the sunrise. But it's not until we do it the way Yahuwah says to do it. It's not until we fast with the motives that the Most High Yah says to fast for. We do it Yah's way, we get Yah's results. We do it our way, we do it the religious way, we only get religious results. And it's so powerful to me. Huh? It's so powerful. And a lot of us, we just fast because we say it sounds good. It has a veneer of holiness and sanctification. But it does not produce any results, any fruit. And Isaiah 58 is the Old Testament instructions for fasting. Let's go to Matthew in the New Testament, Matthew chapter 6. Let's see what Yahuwah says about fasting, what Yahusha taught his disciples. Moreover, I'm at Matthew 6, verse 16. Moreover, when you fast, do not be like the hypocrites with a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, so they may appear to men to be fasting. Truly, I say to you, they have their reward. See, when the problem I always had especially when I was in church, and people will call a corporate fast, and people, well, you know how we do it in church. Who's going to fast from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m.? And who's going to fast from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m.? And who's going to fast from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m.? You know, and people will raise their hands up. I'll do it, Pastor. Yeah, I'll do it. Who's conducting the fast? And who's participating in the fast? And who's going to do the Daniel's fast? And who's going to do with the fast? And the juice fast? And the social media fast? And the blah, blah, blah. You know how we do it. And once you publicly acknowledge that you're going to be fasting, the word says you do it that they may appear to men to be fasting. And when you do it that way, the word says you have received your reward. The moment you let everybody know you're fasting, you nullify the results of fasting. You nullify it. Let's see what verse 17 says. But you, when you fast, anoint your head, wash your face, so that you will not appear to men to be fasting, but to whom? But to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you how? Openly. See, the key, the power, if you will, the power behind fasting, number one, first and foremost, according to Isaiah 58, is the motive. If your motive ain't right for fasting, don't do it. Just don't do it. You're wasting your time. You're going to get sick. You're going to be frustrated because your prayers won't be answered. And you're going to be hungry. Hangry, as some people call it. And then the New Testament tells you the second power behind fasting, which is the secrecy. The secrecy behind fasting. The motive and the secrecy. When you privately, between you and the Most High Yah, those are the most powerful fasts, or the secret fasts. You think the most powerful fasts are corporate fasts. But according to this scripture here in Matthew 6:16-18, the most powerful fasts are the fasts that are done in private. Because see, the Most High Yah knows if you publicly acknowledge that you're fasting, you're doing so to appear holy and righteous unto man. And he says that you've received your reward already then. But when you, in your private devotion, are being led by the Ruach HaKodesh, and you hear the voice of the Most High Yah calling you and say, I need you to fast unto me, baby. I need you to fast unto me. You don't need to announce it to the world. And you just go ahead and you just push down the plate. You go to work and they having all kind of potluck dinners and they're doing this and doing that. They're saying, hey, you want to go out to eat after work and blah, blah, blah. And you just say, hey, no, I'm good. I'm going home. I'm tired. You don't have to announce to the world you're fasting. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm not hungry. You don't have to announce to the world that you're fasting. You just say, I'm not hungry. You just politely decline and you keep it moving. When you do the fast as like that, that is the fast that the Most High actually he pays attention to. He's drawn to those types of fasts. Those are the fasts that grabs the attention of the Most High Yah. Because he knows that you're not trying to do it to please man. It's to appear holy and righteous before man. See, all other religions, they fast. And they have to corporately fast. Why? Because their fast is unto a false Yah. I'm sorry, not a false Yah, but a false Elohim, a false God. And so they have to have no numbers and hordes of people fasting to move their God. But if it's just an audience of you, an audience of one, you fasting unto him, the word says he will reward you for what you've done in secret openly. Yeah. The power in fasting is in motive in the audience. If you're fasting to appear unto man to be powerful and holy, you've missed it. And it's because of these reasons, because most people don't realize and recognize these two very important factors when it comes to fasting. That's why the fasts are ineffective. The fasting has become a religious work and not a fruit of righteousness. Does it produce fruits of righteousness? And that's how I can determine and discern, if you will, if a fast has truly been called by the Most High Yah. Because what are the fruits of this? Not only fasting, but anything that we say that we're doing for the Most High Yah. Anything that we say that we're doing for God, for the Most High Yah. If it does not produce the fruit that says that you will divide your bread amongst the hungry, that you will share your bread with the hungry, that you will clothe the naked, that you will house the homeless. If you're not doing those things as a result of your so-called fasts, that fast is not called, ordained, sanctioned, approved are blessed by the Most High Yah. You might as well just go ahead. I know not we, because I don't really do Thanksgiving like that. I'm a thankful woman, yes. But I don't need to set aside a day to gorge myself with all kind of delicacies to prove that I'm thankful to the Most High Yah. I'm thankful to the Most High Yah because I could gorge myself with foods. I've done that before. But that's not proof that I'm thankful, you know? I'm not going to get off into the Thanksgiving thing. But anyway, the fruits of a fast is going to be that you're going to give to the poor. You're going to have a heart and a compassion for the poor that you've never had before. And it's not just going to be at the end of the Mayan calendar, the Gregorian calendar, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to be all the time, year round. You're going to want to give to the poor. You're going to have a heart for the poor. You're not going to hide yourself from your own flesh, from your own people. You're not going to not help your people all year round. That's how I know that the fast has truly been called by the Most High Yah. Well, you need to mind your business. Why we're fasting and who we're fasting unto is none of your business. You're right. You're right. It isn't any of my business. But I also have a right to speak on it if someone has asked me to participate. And this is what I always ran into in the church when people, pastors or whatever, would call a corporate fast and try to guilt you into fasting. But that's another thing. A fast is ordained by the Most High Yah. You can't guilt a people into fasting. Fasting is a private devotion. Fasting is supposed to bring about, or should bring about, intimacy with the Most High Yah. Intimacy speaks to privacy. When you're intimate with your spouse, that's not supposed to be public. When you're intimate with your spouse, that's between you, your spouse, and the Most High Yah. Period. They don't have any. Nobody else should know what goes on in your bedroom. Nobody else should be witnessing what goes on in your bedroom, or wherever else you decide to go and do whatever. It's intimacy. That's privacy. That speaks to privacy. That everybody don't need to see you being intimate with your partner. And just like everybody does not need to see you being intimate with your partner, everybody don't need to see you being intimate with the Most High Yah. The most powerful worship, if you will, is not that what you do in church, what you call church. It's not that what you do before men. It's what you do in secret as unto the Most High Yah. Fasting is an intimate, private devotion unto the Most High Yah. It's not to be shared before man. You do that thing in secret with the right motive as unto the Most High Yah, and you allow the Ruach HaKodesh to dig out your Ruach and get closer to him and stop being so selfish, stop being so self-serving, and stop being so self-aggrandizing. And when you start sharing your bread unto the poor, when you start giving your stuff to the poor, when you stop hiding your flesh from your people, when you start doing that, that's the fruit of a true fast as unto the Most High Yah. That's when your light will break forth as the morning. And the Most High Yah will reward you openly for what you do in secret. I challenge you. Find out why you're fasting. Check out how you're fasting. And then keep it between you and the Most High Yah.
you will see some powerful results then. Powerful. Be blessed in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach.